One of the things that have been putting away casuals from playing fighting games for a long time is the hard execution they require, which is almost unique to them. With the hard execution, I'm mainly referring to the motion inputs used to do the specials and combos. If motion inputs are essential or not is a discussion running through the gaming community ever since Smash Bros came out. So that's a topic I won't be tackling today. Combos are a combination of actions performed in a sequence. This concept is present in multiple action games and rhythm games, among others. In fighting games, this idea was introduced in Street Fighter 2 as a bug. The developers found they could cancel the animations of their attack normals into special attacks, hitting the opponent multiple times before they could recover out of their stun state. Like motion inputs, people think that this is an unnecessary barrier to them enjoying the game. They don't want to spend time in training mode, and don't want to see the opponent juggling them like a basketball. Are these criticisms earned? Let's argue. Point 1. They're not that hard. This genre is compared to RPGs a lot, in the sense that you level up as you play through your skill instead of the numbers going up. You won't be able to make level 30 combos when you're at level 3. But that journey is part of the fun. Difficulty in combo execution comes from a combination of game design quirks. Does the game have long or short combos? What are the inputs like? Does it have magic series or links? Juggles or just hitting the opponent? The more you learn about your character and game, the easier the combos become. Some games even have auto combos, where you press the same button multiple times with different moves coming out with each press. This could serve a purpose, like showing possible combos to a player that's learning the game, or just being a reliable tool for you to convert from a hit. Most games outside of the fighting genre use this automatic method for their combat systems. There is nothing wrong with that, but you get something special when you control every member of your avatar. Having a main and learning their combos is a very personal and special experience. If you went through it, you know what I'm talking about. If you didn't, that's something that I recommend. Combo purpose. Point 2. One way to say a game mechanic is bad is if you do the same thing every time, in every situation. If you have to do something the same way every time, and this requires multiple button presses, it should be streamlined to avoid becoming monotonous and tiring the player's hands. I bet some of you think combos fit into this description, but I heavily disagree. If you're playing a fighting game optimally, you shouldn't do the same combo every time. Depending on the game, combos should change based on their starter, the resources you have, the amount of life the opponent has, and even the distance from wall or corner. Of course, you could do the same combo every time if you only use one button in neutral, but you're playing in a lame way, and that's not the fault of the game, it's on you. I think Persona 4 Arena nails combo variety in the head. In this game, every character has the potential to kill the opponent off one combo, but it requires full resources to do so, and a good counter hit like C or D that choose your persona, and are usually slower to come out than your other buttons. Why don't you do a TOD and win every round? Can you see something here? The players start a round without meter. They can get 50 for free when losing a certain amount of life, and using that plus a burst is not enough to do the same winning combo. When you get to that amount of resources, your opponent may be already on his last legs, turning what could be a dominant strategy into a trump card that might come in handy. Argument 3. Reward for learning the game. The hard execution parts of these games give you the ability to live the fantasy of practicing a special technique that you polish until it becomes second nature to you, similar to sports. That elevates fighting games from games you play to a kind of martial art. That is one of the parts that fans refer to when calling this genre real-life anime. You feel like a shonen character when you and your friends start playing together. It feels so good when you win by using something that took a lot of time to perfect. In games where you have less combo variety, players might get bored when there is nothing else new to discover, and all that's left is do the same thing to their opponents over and over. That problem of repeating the same strings whenever you get the chance, it becomes an issue of the games instead of the players. In those cases, it separates a beginner from a pro, and when you see a casual do a high-level technique, that's even more hype to watch and leads to the next argument. 4. They're cool to pull off and stylish. They're cool to see, especially when people pull something new that you've never seen before. Seeing players do incredible things motivates others to reach that level. Yeah, it's like watching a musician perform live. the harder and fresher the song, the more of a spectacle it is. A game having cool and stylish combos makes it a more enjoyable watching experience for people of all skill levels. I think that's why Marvel vs. Capcom 3 stood the test of time. If two players choose the same two characters out of the three, their strategies are probably going to be very distinct from each other, delivering variety to the uninformed viewer and a stress test to the fighting systems of the game for the ones who know what they're looking at. Conclusion. I hope I opened your eyes a bit if you're a combo hater, or made you appreciate them more if you're a fan. These games have been around for decades now, and there are reasons why some things never went away, but that doesn't mean there is no value in questioning traditions and trying to see if they're essential to the game achieving its goals. Did I leave some arguments out? Do you have any answers or questions to my defenses? Leave them in the comments, and let's discuss them. This is going to be the beginning of a series analyzing complexity in games, and if it is necessary. See you around!